This is the purpose of civilian leadership. But when Donald Trump is the top of that leadership, civilian leadership over the military is to prevent the military in America from becoming what happened in Myanmar. So what Marcus is telling y'all is when the civilian leadership is Donald Trump, what's next, boss?
Yeah, I mean, you see this playing out with ICE, right? Joe Biden is trying to make changes, and you see there's a lot of people who in ICE who cherished Donald Trump's bigotry so much that they're not simply following orders from Joe Biden the way they quote unquote simply followed orders from Donald Trump.
They should do away with ICE. ICE should be people tend to believe that ICE has always been in this department. It has not. ICE is not necessary, and it came with 9/11, and just like a lot of the other stuff that came with 9/11, we sacrificed a lot of liberties that we should be fighting to take back. The way the FBI, the way they surveil us, and also the way they steal us, meaning our black and brown brothers and sisters who are affected daily by ICE. Speaking of ICE, we should be saying shout out to the 9 families that got to see their kids for the first time in over a year. That were reunited. They flew to the States. Seeing that man hug his 9-year-old son was powerful and also sad at the same time. You missed a year. If you think about it, for us, a year ain't long. But when you're 6 years old or 9 years old, a year is a significant portion of your life to be away from your family. So you just list a large chunk of your child, 9 years, has been taken away from you by the United States government. And then there should be legal repercussions, meaning they should be able to sue this country for it as well.
Absolutely.
It's kidnapped.
Forever
it is
traumatized. They are forever traumatized, and you wonder why we have problems with people not respecting the government. Listen, if there's no recourse for these families that were separated, if they can't personally sue Donald Trump or sue the government or sue somebody and make some, and if there's no recourse, then we are creating, we are going to create anti-Americans. Yes. And while Republicans want to blame everybody else for domestic terrorism, which when they do it, when they want to blame foreign countries for being S-hole countries, because I still got $40 left. But they don't. But what they won't do is hold themselves accountable for the mistakes that their administration has made. Then you are the ones who are creating the problems for the future. Come on, man. You separate families, and just because they're Latinx or black, you think it's perfectly fine to not say anything? Y'all are straight evil. That's straight evil. These are children, dude.
It's terrible, but that's one of the things that I will say. Now, there are a lot of things that I don't like or that I'm skeptical of when it comes to this new administration. But that you reuniting these immigrant kids and their parents together, that Trump's administration thought was right to separate them for whatever reason, is ridiculous. But seeing them and knowing that this administration is taking pride and making that something that is important in reuniting these families together. I know of a few people from my community who were separated.
That's right.
And it sucks. It really sucks to know that they didn't know where their kids were, or to know that their kids were in a system that they couldn't even get to, and finally being reunited. But that trauma, that is there, those years that the kid is apart from their family, or the mother not knowing what's going on, that is so sick, you guys. I just can't believe that we live in a world, we live in a nation. We are literally a part of that. There are people walking around who have that blood on their hands amongst us that literally thought it was okay to separate children and families because they were immigrants and they didn't meet the requirements or whatever for the United States. I wanted to say a curse word there, but I'm not. Like,
hey,
I'm definitely not.
So listen.
I got 20 for you.
So, Marcus, you said something that I want to talk about. If let's be honest, like, you're talking about America don't want to admit, like, that they're radicalizing people by their policies, their bad policies, their inhumane policies. Shoot, I almost spent my money. Shoot, if you think about it, I mean, we are responsible for the drug cartel problem in Mexico.
Come on, man.
It ain't no abundance of Mexicans doing cocaine. That's America's drug problem. You want to stop the cartels in Mexico, stop the American cocaine problem. What are you talking about? That they're not shipping the cocaine from one Mexican city to another. No, they're shipping it from one Mexican city to an American city because your folk need it. Your folk need it. America's drug problem is funding.
Mondale, I got a question for you. I got a question for everybody. This is a very important question on this topic. Is this a low bar, guys? Like let's give props to Joe Biden, right? But I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I think this might be low bar-ish. And the reason why I think, and I wonder if y'all agree with me or not, because it's easy to right Satan's ship. Right? If reuniting families is a baseline for American values, you dig what I'm saying? It's not. Don't get me wrong. It would almost be like, what is the point of having Joe Biden in office if he doesn't reunite families? You dig what I'm saying? Right. Like that's the basics of it. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if he had reunited the families and then gave them $200,000 for the rest of their life for pain and suffering, that might be something that's different, right? But reuniting families so I guess my question is isn't this baseline or is this special?
It's special because listen, we done went through God knows how much of effery. We done been through so much for all this time. So this is definitely special. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what it was going to look like. This man has done damage. So yes, this is special. Having Biden come in and connect these families after 4 long, stressful years of this last administration, separating families. Some people still don't know where their families are, losing children in the hands of immigration, in the hands of ICE. Man, no, this is real special. This is
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's not low bar, Marcus, because of context. So it sits in the context of what Joe Biden is doing for the immigrant communities. The number of people that will become citizens because of the executive actions that he's passed. The number of people that will have a path to citizenship. The number of people that will no longer have to wait asylum in a dangerous space. Now they can come back to America seeking asylum and wait here. So I think when you put it in that context, it's not low bar. Alone, you're basically saying, Negro, you had to do that. Right. But when you put it in the context of everything else, immigration-wise, then it makes a big difference.
Yeah. I would say, I would give it special. I'm going to wrap it in it being special. But on the inside of it, it's the lowest baseline to humanity that we have, right? I'm going to dovetail it with this. It is special because it's definitely special for those families. It's definitely special for the friends, like those children. It's special for them. But it's the baseline for humanity. I look at all these videos of the reuniting, right? That happens. You think about the videos from the Black community when we have those reuniting videos. It's brothers coming home from jail. Like real special would be like, let's rectify that system. The military-industrial complex, imperialism. The cost of it is not only the people we kill abroad, but that's where we have these special videos of people coming home. You know, we created that dilemma of families being separated as a result of our wars, right? But then on the opposite side, if you want to do something really special, let's make sure that all of the people who are on the receiving end of our bombs actually get a chance to be reunited with their families or not, have their families killed in front of them. So in terms of a baseline of humanity, it's not special. But for the people who are impacted by Joe Biden's decisions, it is unbelievably special.